morning everyone, and welcome to our morning flow class. Thank you for joining me here today. My name's Nicole, for any of you that haven't met me before. I'm just looking, I can see a few familiar faces and a few new faces. Is it anyone's first class today? Your first class? Wow, Jake, welcome. Thank you for joining us. It's a privilege to have you here. Now, I will be able to assist you today with any modifications if you're finding things a little bit difficult. And at any time, press back into a child's pose. Do you know what a child's pose is? Okay, I can show you that at any time that you want to reconnect with your breath, and that is for everyone as well. Push back into a child's pose and reconnect. Okay, and then we can move on from there. Any injuries or pregnancies? No? Fabulous. So today's class is a gentle flow class, and what a lovely way to start the morning. So I'm basing the class today on Satcha, which is one of the 8 limbs of yoga. And Satcha is about seeing the beauty in life. So we all may see beauty in different things. It might be something that you do, something that you see, something that you eat, just anything in your life. So for me, waking up in the morning and starting the day with a yoga class is a beautiful thing to do for yourself. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people to do this class is a beautiful thing. Just gifting yourself this next hour to just shut off from the rest of the world and be here and have some time for you is a beautiful thing. So let's connect with our breath as we place one hand on our heart and one hand on our belly. Close down the eyes or have a soft gaze and start to breathe in through the nose and out through the out through the nose. And send that beautiful fresh breath down to anywhere that you feel might need a little bit of extra attention today. Deep, slow breaths in, slow breaths out. And as we breathe in, feel that tummy rise as the diaphragm pushes out. And as we breathe out, feel it retract back towards the spine. Start to invite some Ujjayi breath in as we start to contract the back of the throat to elongate the breath. You'll hear that ocean sound as you're breathing. You may even hear the breath of the person sitting next to you. And we can release the hands down onto the knees with the palms facing up to invite in some energy. as we slowly start to blink open the eyes, let's take one big inhale as hands rise up and release with a cleansing breath out through the mouth. 2 more like this. One more breath. Really let this one go. Hands join at heart center in Anjali Mudra as we begin today's class with 3 chants of Om. Please join me. Breath in. Release. Let's begin. So we start in a cat-cow. So hands under shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees under hips. As we breathe in, we drop the hips, shoulders back and look up. On the breath out, push through the palms, push through the shoulders, and tuck the hips under. Continue in your own breath. And you might like to even invite some gentle movement, swaying the hips, figure eights, whatever feels good in your body today. Like to turn the wrists around so the fingers face the body and give those wrists a nice big stretch. For the in-breath, then we come back to a neutral spine. Let's begin with some thread the needle. So the right arm comes up and reaches high as we thread it through under the left and we hover. Breath out. Breath in, we come up and reach. Breath out, we thread and hover. Breath out. Breath in and reach. Breath out. We come through, shoulder lands on the ground and your ear, and we breathe for 3. Breath in 2. Breath in 3. Right arm comes back up, reaches. As we breathe out, we find the mat. Left arm, breathe in, comes up, reaches. Breath out as we thread through and hover. Breath in as we come up, left arm reaches. Breath out as we come through and hover. Breath in, up and reaching. Breath out as we come through and hover. 3 breaths here. Breath in 2. Breath in 3. Stay for the out. And on the in breath, we rise, left arm reaches as we come back to the mat. Just a couple more rounds of cat-cow here in your own time. And last one. As we push back to a child's pose. Knees wide, arms reach, head touches, forehead touches your mat. Sink back into those hips and breathe for 5. Breath out 2. Breath out 3. Breath out 4. Breath out 5. As we push, tuck toes and push back to a downward facing dog. Legs lengthen, fingers wide. And you might like to, this is probably your first downward dog for the day, so if you'd like to pedal out the legs, that will probably feel really nice. As slow as you need to, and we breathe. Heels come towards the ground, and we press through those palms. Knees away from shoulders. As we come to stillness, 3 breaths in, out for 1, out for 2, out for 3. Soft bend in the knees as we tiptoe all the way to the front of the mat. And we fold on the out breath. In breath, halfway lift, flat back. Hands come to knees. On the out breath, we fold. You might like to bend your knees so that your tummy is on your legs. And then on the in breath, we're going to roll up really slowly. Vertebrae by vertebrae, one at a time. Slowly, slowly, the head comes last. Arms reach up above the head. In prayer pose, breathe out, hands to heart center. Hands release, mountain pose. Just roll out those shoulders a little bit. In breath, arms rise up, hands reach, arch the back, hands through heart center as we fold, breath out, breath in, halfway lift, hands come to shins, flat back, shoulders back, breath out, we frame the front foot, front feet, right foot steps back, low lunge, that's it. Left foot follows, plank, knees come down, chest, chin, hips high as the hips slide through, baby cobra, legs are strong. As we push back, seat to heels, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Right foot steps through, left foot follows, we fold, breathe out, breath in, halfway lift, breath out, Uttanasana, we fold. As we rise all the way up, breath in. Hands to heart center, breath out, mountain pose. Breath in, hands rise up, breath out, hands through heart center as we fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Hands frame the foot, left foot steps back, low lunge. Right foot follows, plank. Push through those arms, knees come to the mat as we follow with our chest, chin, hips high as we slide through. Baby cobra, hands under shoulders. As we push back, tuck toes, seat to heels, downward facing dog. We breathe. Left foot steps through, right foot follows. We breathe out and fold. Uttanasana. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. We fold, breath out, arms rise up, breath in, hands to heart center, breath out. We breathe. Hands release, mountain pose. Breath in, arms come up, breath out as we fold, Uttanasana. Breath in, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Breath out, we fold, right foot steps back, low lunge, left foot follows, breath out, knees, chest, chin. We slide on through, baby cobra, hands under elbows, strong in the legs. In we push back, tuck toes, seat to heels, downward facing dog. We breathe. Breath in as we step through, right foot, left foot follows, breath out, we fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Breath out, we fold, Uttanasana. As we rise, breath in. Hands reach up, arch the back, hips go push forward. Breath out, hands to heart center. Release, we breathe. Breath in, hands come up above the head. Breath out, hands through heart center as we fold. Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, flat back. Hands frame foot, left foot steps back. Right foot follows plank. Knees, chest, chin as we slide through. Baby cobra, strong in the legs. Push back, tuck toes, seat to heels. Downward facing dog. Left foot steps through, right foot follows, breath out, we fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. We fold, breath out as we rise. Breath in, hands to heart center. We breathe, we release, mountain pose. 5 breaths here as we just reconnect with the breath. You should be feeling some heat in the body now and some energy. Breath out 4. Breath out 5. As we breathe in, hands come up, left foot steps back, heel to the mat, warrior 2, front leg is bent. We breathe. For 2, out for 3. As we come to warrior 2, we breathe. the front knee should be tracking towards the pinky toes, and we're pushing through that back foot so we're strong in the legs. As we reach forward, come back to reverse warrior, breath in, straighten the leg as we come into reverse triangle. As we rise, arms straight, and we will reach to the front, left hip back, right hand comes down to the shin as the left arm reaches. And we want to get really flat, like we're in between a pane of glass. So the hip, you want to tuck the hip right underneath, and this top arm is reaching for the ceiling. Very good. Back feet are in, perfect. Okay. Breath in, we come up, hands on hips, front toes face in, so we're facing the outer edge of the mat. As we breathe in, shoulders back, elbows back, we're going to fold over our legs for a wide leg forward fold. Hands can come down and grab, the peace fingers can grab the toes, so with a flat back. As we breathe in, we breathe out, we fold. 5 breaths here. Breath in 5, breath out, hands come under shoulders. Okay. As the right arm comes up and reaches, and we want to keep flat in the hips here in the sacred. Breath in 2, breath in 3, as we release. Right hand down, left arm comes up. Breathe in for 1. Breathe in for 2. Breathe in for 3. And on the out breath we release. Fold as head comes down towards the ground. 2 breaths here. As your hands come to your waist, and we slowly come up with a flat back. Very good. So we'll now twist into a crescent lunge. So feet face forward, left heel rises, arms reach up, shoulders away from the ears and reach through those fingers. You want to tuck the hips under. Perfect. And we breathe. 2. 1 more breath in, and on the out breath we're going to come down to a twisted lunge. So breath out, left hand comes down, right arm rises, and we twist. Breath in 2, breath in 3, right arm circles down and frames the front foot as we step back to a plank. Now we can do knees, chest and chin here, Jade, if you'd prefer that, or if you'd like the full chaturanga, we can come down to a half plank and then push up to an up dog. It's up to you. Or you can just push back straight to a downward dog. 5 breaths here. In for 3. Breath out for 4. Breath in for 5. As the left foot steps through, we rise to a warrior 1. Back heel comes down. Breathe. And on the out breath, we turn to warrior 2. Hips face sideways. Arms are strong, shoulders away from the ears as we are reaching. 2 more breaths here. Breath in, stay for the out as we reach, and we come back and paint the sky to a reverse warrior. We breathe. Breath out 2, we straighten the leg. Reverse triangle. We breathe in, we stand, arms straight, front leg straighten. As we reach forward, the left hip pushes back. As the left arm comes down, grabs that shin, and we're reaching with that right hand. Again, we're tucking this hip under, so it's like we're in between a pane of glass, and we want to get really straight there. Reaching through this top hand, we breathe. One more breath in, one more breath out, and on the in-breath we rise. As hands come to the hip, feet face the outside of the mat. Were you facing that way last night?
No. Yeah.
As we breathe in, we puff the chest, and as we breathe out, we fold over those legs. Hands come under shoulders. You might want to turn the fingers around and walk them back, and head can come to the ground as we breathe. One more breath in, breath out, as hands come under shoulders. Breath in, halfway lift. As the right arm rises up towards the sky, we twist. 2 breaths here. Breath in, breath out as we come down. Breath in, left arm rises and reaches. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out as we come down. Halfway lift and we fold. Breath out. And hands on the hips as we breathe in and we rise with a flat back. As we twist, feet face forward, right heel lifts, crescent lunge. Breathe for 2. Breath out 3. Right arm comes to the ground. Left arm rises as we twist. Here for 3 breaths. 2, out. Breath in 3. Breath out. Both hands to the ground as we frame the front foot. Step back to a plank. Knees, chest, chin as we slide through. Baby cobra. And we push back, tuck toes, seat to heels, downward facing dog. And we breathe for 5 breaths. Out for 2. Out for 3. Push in here, that's it. Push those heels, widen your feet a bit. Yeah, that's better. Heels to the ground. Really wide. Spread the fingers really wide, that's good. Rises, 3-legged dog. As we bend the knee, the heel comes towards the glute, and we lift the knee up to the sky. Open that hip. We breathe. Out for 3. As the knee comes through, We're going to place the knee behind the right heel as we come into pigeon pose. Now Jade, do you know pigeon? Have you done pigeon before?
Maybe once.
Okay. If you need to put your block under your hip because you feel like you need some support, and that would be, let me help you there. Okay, that would be just here. Okay, that's it. Right down here. Alright. For those of you that want to come down further onto the ground or onto your knees and rest your head on your hand, you can do so. 5 more breaths here. Breath in, breath out. 5. We rise up onto our hands. We tuck the back toes. Back to a 3-legged dog as right foot rises. And we come down. I like to pedal out those feet. Left foot rises, 3-legged dog. We bend the knee as it reaches high, the heel comes to the glute. And let's open up that hip and breathe. 2, breath in 3, breath in 4, breath in 5. As we breathe out, we come through, and the left knee comes behind the left wrist into pigeon, and you can pop that there. That's a good idea. But block under your hip. And again, we can lower down onto the elbows, or we can stay up. As we breathe, 5 more breaths here. In for 1. In for 3. In for 4, in for 5. Now let's come back up into our downward dog. So as we push up through the hands and come back to a downward dog. And we breathe. Right foot steps through between hands. Left heel grounds as we come up to our warrior 1, and we breathe strong through those legs, Virabhadrasana 1. As we breathe out, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. We breathe as we reach forward, and at reverse warrior as we paint the sky. On the out breath, elbow reaches the knee, side angle pose as the top arm reaches to the sky, or you could even reach it over towards the front of the mat. And we look under that shoulder. Don't sink into the bottom shoulder. Let's press that knee into the elbow of the right as we stretch through that left side of the body. One more breath here. Stay for the out. And on the in breath, we rise back to warrior 2. Hands cartwheel to the ground and frame the front foot as we step back to a plank. And chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin, up with facing dog. As we push back to a downward facing dog. Okay. Left foot rises and steps through. Back right heel grounds as we come up to a warrior one. Now Jade, you've somehow flipped your which way you're going, but that's okay. We'll get you back on track in a minute. Or would you like to flip around now so we don't get confused? So flip this. Turn and face me. Left foot forward. Face me. Face me. Face me. Face me. Left foot forward. Yep. Right foot back. Toes facing in. Heel grounded. Arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. Shoulders away from the ears. And reach through those hands. Strong fingers. One more breath in. And on the out breath, we're going to twist to warrior 2. And as the hips face sideways. Shoulders away from the ears. Arms reach, we breathe. On the in-breath, we reach forward. And on the out-breath, we paint the sky. Reverse warrior. Breath in 3. And on the out-breath, we rise. Hands up. Elbow comes to knee. Side angle pose. Strong through that back leg as we're pushing through that back foot. Pressing through the left elbow to get length. Shoulder away from ear. Top hand, right hand is reaching towards the front of the room. And you're really feeling a stretch down through that side there. And we breathe. Breath in 5. Stay for the out. And on the in breath, we rise. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Hands, cartwheel down. Frame the front foot as we step back to a plank. Push through the ground. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. As we slide through. Baby cobra or up dog. And we push back to a downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Just widen those fingers. Yeah, that's it. We really want to push through those palms. You want to really push. Yeah, that's it. Well done. Well done. 2 more breaths here. As we slowly bend the knees, we can jump or slowly tiptoe to the front of the mat. Breath in, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Breath in as arms come up and rise above our head. Arch the back. Breath out, hands to heart center. Re-release, mountain pose. Okay, so we're going to move into tree pose now. Everyone know what tree pose is? No. Okay, so this is one of our balancing and standing sequences. So what we're going to do is we want to really spread those left toes. That's good. This is our balancing leg, so we want to keep strength in this leg by engaging the muscles. We're going to hands on hips. Right knee comes up as we grab the ankle and we can pop the foot on the inside of the thigh. If you'd rather do it down here, that's okay. We just, on the calf, we just want to avoid the knee area so we're not putting pressure on that knee. Find a spot to gaze on so you can grab your balance. Hands can remain on hips. Hands can reach up. You can find our branches, Vijnana Mudra, fingers and thumbs, or hands in heart center. Tall spine, chin tucked. 2 more breaths here. Breath in 2. As the knee comes back and we step it down. Shake that out. All right, so now the left side. So we want to spread those right toes. That's going to grip the mat for us so we can get our balance. Engage this right leg and all the muscles. Left hands on hips, left knee comes up. Foot comes to the inner thigh or the calf, whatever works for you, just not the knee. Find your gaze point ahead to help you with your balance. If you are feeling tricky today, you can close down your eyes. Wobbles are okay. Breathe in, hands can raise above the head. We can keep them on the hips, heart center. Some of you may even like reverse prayer. I actually like reverse prayer. It opens up my chest. It's a nice heart opener. And we breathe. Last 2 breaths here. Breath in. Breath in 2. Breath out as we release our foot down. Shake out those hands. Okay. So we're going back to the front of our mat. We're going to feet nice and wide as the mat. I like my toes facing out, and we're going to come down into a yogi squat. So that's malasana. If it's too much when you come down, you can pop a block under the seat as we sit for a minute. We're going to do a couple of folds first. We'll grab a bit of movement in there. So breath in, arms raise up. Breath out, hands to heart center as we come down. Breath in, hands to the ground. We breathe out and we fold. Breath in as we come back down to our yogi squat. That's it, knees wide, elbows press those knees up. Breath out as we fold. Breath in as we come back down to our yogi squat. And we sit. Now, like I said, if you want the block there, we're going to sit here for 5 breaths. So we want to be comfortable. Breath out 3. Try and get that back straight, head straight. Breath out 5. Now we're going to release down onto our bottom. So if you'd like to just move the block, that's it. And see if you can slowly come down onto your bottom. Oh. Legs come up and we're going to go straight into bow pose. It's quite strong, so arms reach forward. As we curve into that. You want to sit up high, chest is forward, arms forward. 2 more breaths here. Breath out as we release the feet to the ground. Cosmic egg, arms wrap around your legs, head comes to, forehead comes to the knees. And if you like to raise your feet, that's okay too. Three more breaths here. Breath in 4. Breath out 5. Feet come to the ground and let's push back with straight legs. We're going to move into a forward fold here, Hashimoto Tanasana. So we've done quite a bit of stretching today, so you should be feeling okay in the back of the legs. We want to get length in that spine, so we sit up nice and high. we're going to fold forward over those legs. Now, it might be nice to bend your knees to help you keep the back of your back flat. As we breathe in, we straighten that flat back, we reach, and then we fold over the legs as we breathe out. Breath in, breath out, we fold. We don't want to round in the shoulders, we want to just come from here. So push the hips forward and then bend. And it doesn't matter if you can't bend very far. Breath in as we reach up, and then breath out as we fold. Well done. Last breath. And on the in-breath we come up. So we're going to have a twist here. So right foot comes over the left knee. Right arm comes behind. Breath in, left arm reaches. And as we breathe out, we twist. And we're using the elbow against the knee for leverage to twist a bit more. So with the in-breath, we push with the right backhand to get length in the spine, push up. And with the left hand, we push to twist a bit more. Breath in, breath out, we twist. Breath in, breath out, we twist. Last breath in, out, we twist. Breath in, and we come back through center and we counter pose. Right foot comes out straight, and then left foot comes over the top of the knee. Left arm behind, right arm up as we breathe in. As we breathe out, we'll twist. Breath in as we get length. Breath out as we twist. Breath in, breath out, twist. Breath in, breath out, twist. You can also do this if that feels better. Just whatever it feels better for you to get more twist. Last breath in, breath out as we counter. Both legs come out straight as the C curve into the spine, and we're slowly going to lower all the way to the ground. That's right, I'll bring a block. So we're going to move into bridge pose here. You should be able to bend your knees and should be able to brush the back of your heels with your middle finger. So feet should be under the knees. And we're going to push up through those feet and lift the hips all the way up through the shoulders. Breath in. Okay, and now breath out, you can come down. As we breathe in, we go up again. Now, if you can roll your shoulders underneath and grab your hands, clasp your hands, it'll give you a bit more space in that back as the heart pushes up and forward. One more breath in. As we release, arms come, and that's it. And one more bridge pose. Breath in as we push through the heels, push up through the hips. That's it, beautiful. Shoulders come under as we clasp the hands. 1, 2, breath in 3 as we release. Beautiful, so that's our back bends done for today. We're going to move into an inversion now. So Viruprita Konasana, so also known as legs up the wall. So we'll use our block. So we just want to, this sacrum here, the triangle part at the bottom of the back, that's where you want your block to be. So Viruprita Karani. So as we pop and as the legs come up, and just let them hang. The block should be supportive enough that there should be no effort involved in this pose. You might like to close down your eyes here if you would like. an eye pillow. That's also a good idea. I've put one next to everybody if you would like that. And just breathe. Can you feel that in the right spot? Sorry,
Yeah, I think that's right.
okay. Just relax. Five more breaths here. And when you're ready, feet come to the ground and remove the block. Legs come out into butterfly, so heels come together and knees should come out wide. So move the hip. Is that comfortable? Is that comfortable for you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Three more breaths here. So you might like to move into a happy baby now. So stay on your back. Heels come up towards the spine. Grab the outside or the inside of the feet, whatever feels good for you. And you might like to rock side to side. You might like to straighten one leg, straighten the other. Just listen to your body. And once you're done here, the legs will come down into Shavasana. So if you'd like a bolster for under the knees, if you've got lower back problems, or you would like a pillow, a blanket under the head for a bit of comfort, a blanket if you want to be a bit warm because the aircon's a bit cold, an eye pillow, just raise your hand. Otherwise, let's do one final cleansing breath in through the nose. And as we release, let's let go of everything and relax. Shavasana. start to invite some gentle movement back into the body and reconnect with the breath as we begin to wriggle the toes, run the fingers, the thumb across the fingers, and reconnect with that breath. As we breathe in, big breath in, breath out, arms reach above the head. As we stretch the whole body, stretch the toes, the fingers. And when you're ready, roll over to your right side. You might like to make a pillow with your arm or your hands. And when you're ready, push up to a seat. As we find a comfortable seat, if you'd like a block or a blanket underneath your sit bones. Just reconnect and just think about the intention that you set at the beginning of this class when we talked about the beauty in life. And think about the beauty that was just given to you in this class. The beauty that your body allowed you to move like this, to have this time. We'll finish today's class with a single chant of Om. As we close down the eyes, hands come to heart center in Anjali Mudra. As we breathe in, hands come to head, head comes to heart as we bow. Namaste. The love and light in me shines to that very love and light within me. Namaste. Thank you, Jade, for joining me today. If anyone has any questions, please don't hesitate to come and ask me. And thank you again for sharing your beautiful time with me. And I hope you really saw the beauty in this practice today. And you can continue this beauty throughout the day.